set for 272. Let's go to 273. 6 minutes, 8 minutes of dry time. Hopefully there's water in there. There we go, fail. At high temperature for too long and didn't get to the right pressure. So once it cools off, I bought a new air jet valve. In my case, it's TUJ034. So here's 400 mLs of tap water. Let's pour it in. Oh, damn it. The idea here is I'm pouring that 400 milliliters of water into the chamber just to make sure that it's adjusted properly. In other words, the autoclave should be tilted back a little bit so that the water comes up to about that line on the bottom. Okay, so we're pretty good. So it's pretty good. 400 is the whole thing, all right? And here I'm just dumping out the water. So when I actually push the button to have it automatically fill, I'll make sure the right amount of water is in there. I'm gonna make sure there's 400 mLs in here. All right, okay. Let's start it. Now I'm going to stop the cycle and make sure there's 400 mLs of water in that chamber. Okay. I'm going to measure the water that comes out of here, hopefully. I know it's going to leak out. See, here it goes. All right, so we're at 500. Pushing the stop button. Code 105, up, up, up. Push stop. That's the water in about 36 seconds. I have it. 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29. All right, so now we're going to fill it for less time. Now that it's getting the proper amount of water into the chamber, I'm taking all the water out of the machine so I can put it on the floor, and then I'm going to put the new air jet in, and then I'll run a cycle, refill it, run a cycle, and see how that works out.
You okay?
Oh yeah, no, I'm good, thanks. This thing up. All right. I think it's right in there. Question is, how easily can I get to it? Here it comes. There it is. Okay. It said you could use Teflon tape, but I'm not going to. There's the new one. It said to put some sealant on it, so I put some Teflon pipe dope on there, and it just screws right in. Okay, that
much this should begin to do it right here. All right, it's tight enough. Tight enough. Goes up and down. All right. All right. Here goes nothing. All right, here goes nothing. No, if it's either it goes 9 degrees over what it's set to, or it doesn't get to 30 in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Okay.
26. Yeah, it's gonna fail any second now.
Yeah.
There we go. Damn it. Yeah, it only went to 377. It's only 4 degrees above what it's set, but it should have. It's yeah. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Wonder why it's not pressure. I mean, it could be a loose. Yeah, there's no.
So I got this thing in my house now. Hopefully everybody's close to sleeping upstairs. So as far as I can tell, the water, I already took off this over here. Let me just loosen this back up. All right, so this I took off already. This one over here goes under to here. All right, so since I got this off, let's see if we can take off this. I'll take off the solenoid first. So unscrew this. This should unplug. There's a bolt down here somewhere. There we go. Okay. Unscrew this. And the screw should drop down. Okay. Problem with plumbing. Oh, it's tight. Here we go. Okay. Okay, now I have the tools to go the right way. Okay, I hold this, then I can grab this. There we go. Okay. Okay, so in here we have dirt. I don't know. We have this spring, this part sticking out. Alright, so that goes like this. Question, should I take this off? That was easy. All right. Okay. So the first thing I have to do is clean this. I have to put all these things in an ultrasonic. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4 ultrasonic. Okay, goes with this slit end down, this end up, like this. This has a little green sticker on it too. Okay. Let's go get the ultrasonic. I got those parts in here. I take these apart one at a time, put them back one at a time, so I don't get them mixed up. I'm going to take this not completely apart, but I have a feeling that if there's any issue, it's this, because this is where the condensation comes out of. So let's get this apart if I can. This is the pressure sensor. I'm going to take this out. This could be broken. This is a temperature probe. Hold on to this. Okay, this is for all the marbles right here. Let's see. Okay. Here's the sensor. Then I'm going to take this off over here. Let's see if I can get a good angle on this. This attaches to this elbow right there. Here we go. I'm using little carburetor cleaner brushes to clean in between any valves that I can't get to, any copper fittings. I also took some compressed air in a can and I blew it through as much as I could. Use some of this deoxit right here and spray it in the contacts. Maybe. So the way I removed and cleaned the solenoid valves is there's that bolt on top. It's on top holding the electrical connector on, so that's fairly loose. You just take that off, and then the electrical connector slides off of the plunger. But first you have to remove the electrical portion, and that is screwed onto it. So there I'm pulling it off after I unscrewed it. And then I should be able to slide off the electrical portion off the connector, which I did right there. Next, take a box wrench and loosen up the plunger. Give it a couple of turns so that you can loosen it by hand. There's a rubber gasket holding it on. And inside is a spring and a little piece of metal, so make sure you don't lose those. And there they are, two pieces. They only go in one way. And at this point, I realized that there's no way of me getting out the body of the valve, really the valve base. So all three bases were impossible to access. So I wound up not taking them out and just cleaning the copper bases in place. Something to remember for this entire job, and in general, is have a second wrench and hold on to the pipe. You don't want to be torquing any kind of copper pipe. You want to support it like that when you're unscrewing things so you don't break anything. Again, arrows that away. I should get a small little wrench and get that off. Wow, that sucked. Okay. All right, so let me see if I... Okay. There's this. As hard as I can. There we go, I got it. There's a C. Right there. There we go. Just gonna clean this. I'm gonna blow some air in there. As I said, since I can't take the valve bodies out, I'm blowing compressed air into both holes. I'm also taking those little brushes, which I got. It's like part of a carburetor cleaner from my lawnmower. I'm just taking the brushes and going into the orifices in the valve bodies. Some of them have a 3mm and some have a 6mm. And yeah, you just need compressed air. The reason I used a bottle or can of air is because it has a long tube, and the tube is just the right size to get in there, to get into the holes and blow everything out. So this is the last solenoid valve. I unscrewed the top bolt, and I'm taking the electrical connectors off. This one I took off in one piece, and then I unscrewed it and pulled it apart. You can either unscrew it and take them off in two pieces, or do it like this in one piece. Now I am unscrewing the plunger. Here it comes. Unscrew it, pull it off. Make sure you don't lose a little piece in the spring that it's inside. Taking some air in a can and really spraying the heck out of it in the orifices, taking a brush, cleaning that out, and that's it. We've taken a whole bunch of all the solenoid valves apart. Here's one here, one. The other two are one down. There's the first one there. Second one, you can see number 2. I just moved something in front of 2. The third one is all the way back in there. 1, 2, 3. And the fourth one I have goes up here. So that's it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to assemble them, starting from the bottom. And that's it. What I'm going to do is put these valves, the plungers back on, and I'll put the electrical contacts back on, and that will do it. Okay, then later on, I'm getting another one of these assemblies up here. So I'm not going to attach this this copper pipe yet. That's that. Okay. There's that and that. Note that there's not a lot of room in there. I had to remove the solenoid electrical connector I just installed in the back there in order to get to the fitting for the check valve, in order to reinstall that. So just be aware, sometimes it's not smart to put everything and every part back together, or at least leave them loose and you can tighten everything at the end. All right. Here I'm just putting together the other 3 solenoid valves. It's the same thing as you saw me do before. Make sure the base is clean and clear. There are 2 holes. I blew compressed air as well as used a little carburetor brush to make sure they were completely clean. On top of that, I took the ultrasonic plunger assembly, which was the outside and the inside with a spring, put those back together. That goes right on top of the base. There is an O-ring, so I lubricated that with some Moly Coat. After that was all done, I put the magnetic connector on top of the plunger, and then I plugged in the electrical, and that's it. This bolt that I'm taking off just holds the assembly against the side of the reservoir.
That's pretty.
You have to remove the elbow in order to get the assembly out.
Cool. That may be. Wait a minute. That was fairly loose right there. Let's see what happens when I unscrew this.
Here I'm removing the elbow in order to take the entire assembly out of the inside of the reservoir.
There's that. There it is. I have this, I might as well use it.
Once the elbow is tight, I'm going to lock it to the side of the reservoir with that large bolt and the large washer that I took off. I'm using the same ones. There's no reason to use a new one.
All right, that doesn't have to be tight because this water's not this high. Okay. Okay. Good. The hell was that? I hate to make it too tight. It's enough.
Hey, doggy. right, I'll hold that. Spin this around. Basically finished now. I'll put some water in here, I guess, now and run it. See what happens. It's now 7:30 in the morning. Hopefully it's not the circuit board, the pre-dig board, or the sensor, anything that I have to calibrate. It's 273 for 6 minutes. All right, and there might not be enough water in this run because the pipes are all purged out. Darn, I should have thought of that. I should have purged it until water started coming out and then started it. Maybe I'll stop it. All right, let's see what happens. So the good news is it's fixed. The bad news is I'm not exactly sure why. I originally thought it was that air jet in the office, and I swapped it out and it didn't work. When I got home, I cleaned all the contacts. I took apart all the plumbing. I cleaned the solenoids. It could be any one of those things. I put in a new air jet along with the pressure relief valve. That assembly came as one part, and now it's working. So it's any one of those things. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And any questions, please leave them in the comments.